Caring for someone with dementia is one of the toughest journeys, but you don't have to do it alone. I'm Allison Schreier, and my experience caring for my husband inspired me to create Zinnia, a therapeutic streaming service designed to support people living with dementia and reduce caregiver stress. Our research-backed videos are engaging, easy to follow, and they help ease the daily challenges like agitation and anxiety so that you can focus on connection and joy. Available by subscription on mobile and TV apps, Zinnia makes every day a little bit easier. Go to zinniatv.com and sign up for a free trial today. Use the code RESOURCE for 15% off an annual Zinnia subscription.
This is Medicare Moments with your host, Toni King. My name's Jim Glogowski. Hi, Toni King.
How you doing, Jim? I'm Little Miss Medicare.
You
and
are.
Little Miss Medicare is fixing to hit the big one, isn't she?
She is just ramping up to that.
We tell them I'm fixing to be the big 7-0.
Yes. And you wear it well, Toni King. You do. You wear it well.
I wear it well.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
That's why they've invented oil of Olay.
Madame Onassis has nothing on you. How about that? I'll just take a line from that Rod Stewart. Okay. Today's title, Human Resources Medicare Rules. And Toni, this comes to you today from Houston, Texas. And the writer says this. Hello, Toni. I am a human resources manager for an oil service company and have a question about an employee. The employee is turning 65 and is still working full time. His situation is unusual because next month he will begin receiving chemotherapy for lung cancer. I'm not sure how to advise him because technically he is working full time and he has accrued 5 months of paid vacation time, which he can use while recuperating, and that keeps him as a full-time employee. Our firm has over 100 employees, and I've been told there are certain rules for a specific company size. How can I make sure that I have the correct answer to my questions for the employees at our company? Thanks, Toni. Beth from Houston, Texas. So, Toni, we have a company of over 100 employees. We have this situation with someone turning 65. What do you have to say?
What I have to tell her is that the employee that she's talking about has what's called an IEP. He's in his initial enrollment period. He could enroll in Medicare if he wanted to. That's 3 months before he turns 65, the month he turns 65, and 90 days after. But he's got 5 months worth of vacation time that he can take that vacation time and still get paid. He'll still be an employee. So if after that 5 months, he can go back to work, he doesn't need to enroll in Medicare until he can no longer really work full time. And he's no longer a full-time employee. And then that starts a whole new different process. So he's lucky because he's got that 5 months of vacation time. Some people don't. You know, when they're turning 65 and they're not working full-time for a company with benefits, then they need to enroll in Part A and Part B. That's what I had to do. That's what you had to do.
He is fortunate because some companies won't allow you to accrue that much vacation time. You have to either use it or lose it sometimes by the end of their calendar or fiscal year.
So he can enroll in Medicare when he's no longer working. He's still got a grace period. He's still got grace. He can enroll during his special enrollment period and fill out the forms and take them to the Social Security office. All of this information is in my Medicare Survival Guide. It would go through it, you know, the forms that you can do. But this gentleman, he survived everything and he just kept on working. He took his 5 months vacation and kept working. And you can go on page 19 of the Medicare New Handbook, and it talks about, should I get Part B? If you're a full-time employee, that's a whole different situation. But if you think getting on COBRA is going to protect you, you're wrong, because Medicare looks at COBRA like it's an individual health plan, not a group health plan. So that's a whole different situation in itself.
And that's important. And Toni has said that before. You can't group, and a lot of people like to do it, group COBRA in with other health insurance types. You're listening to Medicare Moments. Toni King is the host of Medicare Moments. She's available. You can email her info@tonisays.com. That's TONISAYS.com. You can call her Medicare nationwide line, 832-519-8664, 832-519-8664. Leave a message. Someone will get back to you, and we'll get back to you right after this short break. Don't go away. Medicare Moments with your host, Toni King. And Toni, today we're talking about 65 working health issues and what's the best thing for you to do. And let's pick it up right there.
Well, let's talk a little bit about COBRA, because you were mentioning COBRA before we had the break. A lot of companies, when they lay you off, they give you a severance package, but they'll also give you 18 months of COBRA. They pay for your COBRA for a certain amount of time. And people think, oh, good, I'm going to wait that 18 months and then I'm going to go ahead and get on Medicare because maybe they're 68, 69. I don't want to be paying all that money just yet. Well, guess what? They wait too long and then they have a penalty. Medicare only gives you 8 months to sign up for Medicare when you are no longer working full-time with True Company Insurance. They don't give you COBRA of 18 months plus 8 months. So if you're going on COBRA and you're coming off your company insurance, you better sign up for Part B of Medicare or you're going to be in big trouble and you're not going to be a happy camper and nobody can fix it at all.
No, and it is confusing because, like you said, you have the 18 months of COBRA. You think, oh, I've got 18 months. But if that dovetails with when you're turning 65, you've got to make sure that you come out on top.
Or dovetails when you're retiring and maybe you might be 70 or 72 years old and you think, oh, I'll wait the 18 months and then I'll sign up for Medicare. But you signed up for Part A of Medicare when you turn 65. So it would be 7 years. And then you decide you're going to sign up for Part B of Medicare. Your penalty would be 70% a month for the rest of your life, on top of what the cost of Part B is. You have an additional penalty of 70% plus whatever that current monthly Part B premium is. That goes all the way back to the day your Part A started. And that makes it confusing. That makes it totally confusing. I have Astros that come in, baseball players come in wanting to know what they need to do about their Medicare. I'm waiting for a congressman to come in.
So the other issue is this. You call out some forms, the CMS-L564, the CMS-40B, right? Those forms are important for the HR department to have.
Correct. And that's what they need to give that employee who's past 65 and leaving work. That's the form. And at the top of each form, you write special enrollment period. I had a lady that didn't write SEP or special enrollment period across it. And she got a 2-year penalty because that's when her Part A started, was 2 years prior. And they had done the wrong thing. Social Security used to mail you the forms and write SEP on it. They didn't write that on there. She didn't know she needed it. And that's how I found out that you have to write special enrollment period across your forms. We tell everybody that. We write it across their form. I don't care what you turn into Social Security. Write special enrollment period across everything.
Like Toni says, with Medicare, what you don't know will hurt you. And that's why we're here at Medicare Moments. Tell your friends about Medicare Moments. Contact Toni anytime you would like. Call 832-519-8664, 832-519-8664, or info@tonisays.com. Her website, TONISAYS.com, is available for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Go there. Find your articles, find podcasts, different podcasts that we have with different titles. And Toni's always there for you because she wants you to get the Medicare plan that's just right for your special needs. Right, Toni?
That best meets your needs. And one thing that whenever we were talking about the forms a few minutes ago, there's a form that you fill out when you're getting Part B. And you write your special enrollment period. Always write SEP at the top. But under number 9, under remarks, you put what month you want your Part B to start. If you don't put a date on there, they're not going to fill it out. So if you want it to start the first of the month, put April 1st, 2025. You better put the date down that you want to start. Everything starts on the first of the month.
Well, thanks for joining us for this edition of Medicare Moments. Toni, it's back to you.
Well, I will see you later, Jan.
Caring for someone with dementia is one of the toughest journeys, but you don't have to do it alone. I'm Allison Schreier, and my experience caring for my husband inspired me to create Zinnia, a therapeutic streaming service designed to support people living with dementia and reduce caregiver stress. Zinnia offers research-backed videos intentionally created for people with dementia, engaging, calming, and easy to follow. Whether you need to ease agitation, create moments of joy, or make daily routines smoother, Zinnia is here to help. Family and professional caregivers use our content to turn challenges into opportunities for connection. Accessible by subscription on mobile devices and connected TVs, Zinnia is simple to use whenever you need it. Because when caregiving feels easier, life feels better. Go to zinniatv.com and sign up for a free trial today. Use the code RESOURCE for 15% off an annual Zinnia subscription.